I've given you all the information that
Where?
I have.
In my email?
You know, I've texted it to you like 7 separate times.
That's not true.
And every single time you're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what are we doing this live show? I'm like, well, you've confirmed it.
I'll
3
read you the
different
last
times.
text messages you sent me. How am I still high right now? It's 4 o'clock. I lost my binky. Okay.
I said, are you in Manhattan? And you said, no, I just left.
Why was that? Because you need help with your move?
Yeah, bro.
Did you need my car?
No, I just had my buddy Derek do it with me.
I offered you my car though earlier.
Yeah, no, I got a U-Haul.
Oh, you bought a whole U-Haul?
Yeah, dude, it's
You
fucking...
were so high off the ground.
Dude, those things are fucking nuts.
Did you drive it yourself?
Yeah, it's horrifying.
You're
Dude, the U-Hauls don't make any sense to me at all. You have to be 25 to rent a car in
Right,
the
you're
United
too young,
States.
yeah.
And in U-Haul, you could rent a 26-foot truck at 18 years old.
And you can live in it.
And it's $19.
What? So
With
that's
20, and when you get the $20 insurance, you can just do anything with the car. They're like, yeah, you could wrap it around a tree and nothing would happen.
Were there upcharges on the 19, or was it just flat 19 with $20 insurance?
It's like 19 an hour, I think.
Okay, and how
But
long
I
did
only
you
had it
have
for like 2 hours,
So you spent $60 and you could have fucking gone on a killing spree,
and nothing would happen.
just mowing
They'd be
people
like, well, he
down
got the
off
$20
road.
insurance, so he's good.
He's allowed to kill those people.
Yeah. And I showed up and I was like, I want the pickup truck. I had a reservation for the pickup truck, and they were like, no, we don't have a pickup truck. We have a van. We had a Sprinter van.
Oh, so you got the Sprinter.
I got the Sprinter van. When
That's not crazy.
They said the van, and then I went outside and all I saw were like the 15-foot trucks.
Where'd you have to go for this? It was in Manhattan?
Yeah, just Chelsea.
Hmm.
And oh yeah, dude, they are assholes there too. They are I thought like TSA was the worst. They're way worse than TSA.
It's because they're selling like high power vehicles for the price of like a banana.
Yeah, dude, how is it? I don't understand how that's legal. How could I just rent? I could literally go and rent a 26-foot truck and just drive it around Manhattan.
Or like
How do you not need a license? How do you not have to have some sort of like special license for
a
that?
CDL?
Yeah, I could just rent a 26-foot truck, but I can't go to like Hertz at JFK and rent a Prius.
Yeah, a smart car.
Yeah, but a 26-foot truck.
It really doesn't make any
$20.
sense. And
Here it is.
People like smoke shit with those.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's insane. And I was looking at the insurance, dude. It's like $20. It's like anything. Like they're like, if you get hurt, we'll pay for it. If your belongings get hurt, if there's a fire, if you crash into someone else, and they're like, we know a lot of people don't know how to drive these trucks, so the insurance policy is super solid. And I'm like, how is this legal?
I feel like I've told this story on here before, but my boy John Orr rented a U-Haul truck in Philly, like to move in tight ass streets, and he smoked somebody's rear view off, and he has a very heavy conscience, so he called the cops and waited for a half hour for them to get here.
Smoked. They're like, he has the U-Haul insurance. We don't want to deal with that shit right now.
It took like 2 hours of his time, and then he just went around the next corner and smoked someone else's windshield.
Dude. Yeah,
and then he just drove off. The second time he was like, fuck this,
Yeah.
I'm not waiting again.
Yeah.
They're way too tight.
Yeah, my buddy the guy that I helped, Derek, my friend that helped me move, I had to go pick him up, and he lives in East Village, and like the streets in East Village, they're tight, like the in-between roads. And dude, I was driving and I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody in this thing. Because even the Sprinter van, I mean, dude, I've driven a car like once in the last like 3 years.
You don't know how anymore.
And the Sprinter van, you are up there. Like you're above the wheels, like way above the wheels. And you're like, I mean, you got to be at least like 7 feet off the ground. There's like stairs to get up to where you're going.
The big box one, like there's no rear view mirror in the middle. Because there's a fucking box
There's no
behind
rear view
you.
in the other one either, because there's it's like, you know how the vans, they have the cage behind. So you can't see anything.
So it's twice as wide as what you're used to, twice as tall as what you're used to.
You can't see anyone behind you or to the side of you. I kept on like looking behind me to see if there was like a biker, and then I'm just looking in this back of the van.
And there's these two mirrors, but like they don't work like normal mirrors.
No,
They're like
dude.
convex
No.
mirrors. You have to train your eye to be ready for them. By the time you train your eye, you've killed 3 pedestrians.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutal.
It's insane. And I picked it up, and so I got the van, and then I'm just standing outside. They don't give you any instructions. Like, I hate when you go places like that and they just expect you to know where to go. So I'm just like standing out, and I hate not knowing where I'm supposed to be going or where I'm supposed to be.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah. So I'm just standing there. And these
Hugging
dudes
yourself.
all work there, and they're just walking by me. And I'm like, hi, I'm here to pick up the Sprinter van. And they're like, yeah, it's over there. And I'm like, well, like, do you guys have like keys or anything? And they're like, oh yeah, we'll get you the keys. I'm like, what? Like, what did they want me? Like, they wanted me to like hotwire the car or some shit? They were looking at me like, well, I was insane. I was like, yeah, it's right there.
What race were they?
You know what race they were, bro.
Yeah, they're ages.
Asian. No, I'm kidding. They were all mixed races. Just kidding. They were all one race, and they did not like me. And I think it was because of my race. I'm like 99% sure it was because of my race that they did not like me. And then you go drop it off, dude. You go drop it off, and they're just like looking at me like I'm fucking insane. And I'm like, am I all good to go? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, and I'm sitting in the car for like 10 minutes before they say that I'm allowed to go. And then they're like, yeah, dude, you can leave.
People must just be dropping those shits off and like hiding the key. So they'll like leaving them a treasure map to find the key.
Dude, they were assholes.
Yeah.
They were crazy. Cranky people. Understandable, but real cranky.
Because that's their job.
Probably because they're just inhaling fumes the entire time. They're in a garage and they're like, leave the car on. Kept on saying, leave the car on.
If it kills us, it kills us.
Yeah.
They got the insurance on our life.
It was successful. I will say I did get to my apartment on Friday night. I like moved, so I brought all the shit into the U-Haul and then I drove it over to my new apartment.
Right.
And I loaded it. I brought it all up, and I got up and I realized that I never called Con Ed, so I just was in pitch black. And I called Con Ed. I was on the hold with them for an hour and a half, and then I just hung up. And then I just was like, I guess I'll just go out and then just come back and fall asleep here. And then I fell asleep and I woke up and the lights were on.
Oh, they were on?
Yeah. Well, I did the Con Ed stuff online, but you can't do like immediate turn-ons. Like it has to be like
You just set it
you have to set
up
it
beforehand.
the earliest date was the next day.
Yeah, you vastly underestimated how much of an ordeal moving would be.
I also did not move almost all of my stuff. Like most of my stuff is still at my other apartment.
But you still have your old apartment.
Yeah. I just got to go get it. It's like most of my clothes are there.
The video that you posted, or the still photo that you posted of your little monitor on the ground, was maybe the saddest thing that I've ever fucking seen in my life, dude. You don't have to live like that. You know that you're successful and old enough that you don't have.
But
to
I don't have anything else to put it on. I didn't have it. Like my desk just got here. I got to go home after this and set up my desk.
You could have wall mounted it. You know what I mean? How are you sitting?
How was I going to wall mount?
How
it?
are you sitting?
You think that would be easier to wall mount it?
Were you laying on your tummy on the floor?
No, I was sitting on the edge of my bed and playing. It was actually like it was significantly better than my old setup.
Your mattress was on the floor.
Yes.
And you were sitting on the edge of it.
Yes.
Your monitor was on the floor. You had to be fucking fully hunched over to be even be able to see it.
Raised.
On
That's
what?
why the box was there.
What kind of box?
Did you not see the box?
It was like a 1-inch box.
Yeah, and it helped a lot.
No, it
Yeah.
didn't.
Dude, I watched Succession last night. I just stacked a bunch of boxes and then put one heavy one in the back and leaned my TV up against it. It's like a whole TV stand.
That fucking
there are
episode
so
was
many
crazy.
boxes in my apartment right now.
Yeah.
Hundreds of boxes.
Are you just gonna throw them out the window or just
I
sleep
don't know
on
what
them?
I'm gonna do, dude. Because Amazon, you'll order like a plunger and they'll send you a 20-foot box with a plunger just rattling around inside of it.
Yeah, or like 5 boxes. It'll be like a Russian nesting doll with a little tiny plunger at the bottom of it.
Super annoying.
Not true to size.
What can you do?